Alright, welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. What a piece of banga ranga ranga guani. Eh? Listen up. So this man now, that is known as Rushane Patterson, that is being asked to turn himself in for questioning concerning the Anika Townsend slash Slickianna case investigation because police believes that he has something that might be able to help them to solve this case. In most cases, people are saying, "Ah, him do it. Ah, him do it." I'm not saying it's him do it. I have said to the people, my audience, you know, we do thing already, reasoning with intelligence. I said to the audience, he might not have been the one to do it, but he might know who did it. Since people are saying, eyewitnesses have come forward to say that in the time that she was last seen alive, she was in his company, and her last car ride to an event was with him and another male in that same car, right? Well, I wake up this morning to news that says the person of interest in the Anika Slickianna Townsend investigation has fled the country. This was on Nationwide Radio. Nationwide Radio FM printed this and released it, and I said, whoa, he has left the country. So that means that all the rumors I've been hearing is true. Because if you go back and listen to the first video that I posted saying that her body was found floating face down and they're trying to figure out if it is Anika Townsend, Slickianna, somebody said, the comment was, and I read the comment in that video, it said, okay, JCF, you know who do it, now go and get him before him leave the country, or before him fly out of the country. And I said in that video, I said, I don't know what that means, but I'm sure we will find out more later on. Well, this must be later on, because here we are. Nationwide understands that the person of interest named in the death investigation of popular social media influencer Anika Slickianna Townsend has fled the country. So I went to go read that, but before we do that, the person who posted this though said he left the same day that he was named as a person of interest, which means that he would not have been on a no-fly list that quickly. He left the same day that he was named as a person of interest. They went on to say it's not his first run-in with the law. Clearly, he knows what to do. Now, there are all kinds of other reports out there floating in about this man's past and how many other women he has done things to, and the fact that his family is well known and they have a bit of money and they have a bit of clout when it comes to the police. So don't expect anything much to happen, because the Pattersons are going to make sure that their son is well taken care of. Somebody said him do this before, and them send him away, go to some small island or something like that, go cool out. Him come back, him just come back, about 6 months ago, is what somebody said, after him kill a next girl. People are asking, how come we don't see our wanted criminals being returned to the island as a result of government police efforts to bring them back in? Because it's like once you commit a crime in Jamaica, the only thing you have to do is escape the island and then you're whoops out of there, right? You cannot be held because you're gone. You reach a foreign. Them can't bring you back. And Jamaica is not doing any deals with the US as in, please return this person to the island because we have strong suspicion that this person might be involved in a murder. When Nationwide understands that the person of interest named in the death investigation of popular social media influencer Anika Slickianna Townsend has fled the country. Rushane Patterson was named as a person of interest on Saturday after Townsend was discovered dead in Reading, Montego Bay on Friday. Her body was removed from the sea. Police sources informed our news center that Patterson fled the island on Saturday. This is what Nationwide printed. Police sources informed our news center that Patterson fled the island on Saturday. It is understood that he boarded a flight out of the Sangsters International Airport that was heading to Atlanta. Patterson had been given a deadline of 5 p.m. Saturday afternoon to turn himself in, and he was nowhere to be found. On the weekend, the sources had told Nationwide News that based on preliminary investigation, the deceased woman was last seen in the company of Patterson at a popular restaurant in Hanover. Townsend, who is from Kingston, we're talking about Aneka, aka Slickianna, she's from Kingston, is said to have traveled to Montego Bay earlier in the week, where she met up with Patterson. All right. Here's the thing. Other people were saying that already. That's the thing. What I want to know is how in the hell did social media already know this? Because that was in the comment section of my video, my first video. SouFlo, him gone, him left the island already. I said, what? Wow, how? You know, but you dismiss people when they say stuff like that. Him left the island already. This is before Nationwide or anybody print this, because them just print this, right? He left the island already, SouFlo. And now I look at this just followed up by the Observer right after Nationwide printed that. And it says, St. James, Jamaica. Rushane Patterson, who has been named a person of interest in the death of social media influencer Aneka Slickianna Townsend, is expected now to make himself available to the police on Tuesday, according to a senior police officer. This is just printed. So how is he going to make himself available when on Tuesday? Today is Tuesday. Are they talking about next week Tuesday? The week after next week Tuesday? The first Tuesday in December? The first Tuesday of the new year 2023 when it comes? Which Tuesday are they talking about? The internet already was talking about this man left the country already. People were even specifically pointing out that he went to Atlanta. This is before the news media in Jamaica even broke this. So to see Nationwide News break this today, that same information that was given to us on on Saturday already. Remember, I know her body was found on Friday. On Saturday is when he was listed as a person of interest. It's the same day people said him fly out already. He headed to Atlanta. I wonder if Jamaica is that small that people at the airport saw him leave. And they call their favorite bloggers, vloggers, or just get on the internet and just put it out there without putting out their own ID. Because you don't want to say, well, I work at the airport. I work at American Airlines and I saw him at the airport and he boarded a flight to Atlanta. You know, people just say, boy, that too close to me. Me just like I say, him left already, trust me. But now, today's Tuesday, they're saying that it is understood that he is expected to make himself available to the police Tuesday. I am hearing that his lawyer reached out yesterday, which was Monday, saying that he was to be brought in today, which is Tuesday, according to what the Observer said. He said he was unable to confirm media reports that Patterson left the country on Saturday. We don't have anything to substantiate that, is what the police said. He said when asked if Patterson was no longer in Jamaica, so the Observer is saying they asked the police, is he still in Jamaica or did he leave? Like we are hearing that he left. He boarded a flight from Norman Manley International Airport that was headed for Atlanta, Georgia in the US on Saturday, the same day he was announced as a person of interest. Is it true? The lawman says we don't have anything to substantiate that. His attorney called us and said that he would make himself available to us today, which is Tuesday today. There are checks being made, he said, into that report, whether he had left the island or not. Listen up. Wait till I'm done. I'll say what I have to say. Townsend was found face down in water at Reading St. James just outside Montego Bay on Friday of last week. We know all that already. Police currently following leads says that he was the last person she was seen with. Reports are that both of the individuals were seen at a popular eatery in Hanover just a day before her body was discovered, and the police has seized a car that belongs to Patterson, and they have asked him to make himself available for questioning, as they believe that he may be able to help in their investigation. He was given until 5 p.m. on Saturday to turn himself in, but that is the time they said he was seen at the airport boarding a flight at Norman Manley International, headed out of the country to Georgia, Atlanta. There are more talks out there. Yes, he's in Atlanta already. Them not gonna catch him. So now people are concerned. And now people are saying, but hear me now. They're so lackadaisical, right? I mean, for one, if this youth really did do that to her and really fled the island that quick, that's to show you, say, him links them tall, not true? But on top of that though, because he knows exactly what to do and how to do it. The murder lineup with a flight out of the country. So I'm guessing he has proper papers to travel whenever he feels like it into the US and all these other things. And his car is seized. So you're not going to the police to go find out why y'all took my car. What are you doing with my vehicle? Instead, you are booking it out of the island. One person says, quite a few headline commentators here. My concern is, when the USA has an interest in anyone in Jamaica, that person is found and handed over by the Jamaican authorities without the US even have to make no much of a stretch. Any decent reciprocity should mean that the Jamaican police are now coordinating with the US police to bring Rushane back to Jamaica. I'm not holding my breath though. The fact that he ran off shows something in a something. One next person says, let me explain to you how crime fighting goes in Jamaica. It's madness. Days after he allegedly did the crime, he was a person of interest and still got away. Something wrong. Well, that was explained. She was found on Friday. By Saturday, he was listed as a person of interest. That gave the police, be fair to them, that gave them only a couple of hours to put some information together, because the streets are talking, and then say, okay, go for him. But I'm saying, in the minute that they had that information, because they must have had that information, they went and seized his car. They went and did an operation at his home. Search his home to see if him dead, right? I guess while they were doing that, he was already heading to the airport. I would like to know when his ticket was bought to leave. Was this a pre-planned trip? There's just so many questions to ask here. One person says, this is where our Jamaican people in Atlanta can work up some magic. Y'all send this man face viral in the US. He can be caught and extradited. Then again, he hasn't been charged. So subpoena his socials. He's still active there. Get a preservation request of the account, etc. Also, easy to track him using those methods since he's still posting on the accounts. However, you need to preserve the evidence, all the messages, etc. he's sending or receiving. So a preservation request is required. Sigh. I just feel so sad. Black Millionaire says, Jamaica, come on, man. How this man allowed to board a flight? Shouldn't his name have been listed before you release it to the press? And somebody says, geez, guys, are you not reading? He left the same day his name was put out. But people are saying is this. They should have put that no-fly order in. Watch out for him at all ports of entry before they even released it to the local news media in Jamaica that he was a person of interest. Maybe it spooked him and he saw it in the local news media and him just book it. But like I said, I'm interested to know when his plane ticket was bought. Anyhow, they can prove that his plane ticket was bought for that flight on that same day, then that shows a great effort to escape. Let's see if he turns himself in according to what Observer says his lawyer has said. He's going to be making himself available. Hey, I'm a person of words. Making myself available does not mean that I'm going to be coming into your office. I could be available via the media, via FaceTime. Understand? Via electronical methods, not just me coming in. So here we are. And like people are saying, his family have the money and them are going to make sure, say, he is doing quite all right. Jamaica is going to have a hell of a time trying to prove him wrong in this case if they don't have a substantial amount of forensics to back up this case. Let's see how this one turns out. Talk to me in the comment section below. I'll catch you on the next video. I'm staying close to this because this just turned into a whole Netflix series. I'm out. Peace.